Welcome back, people, to my weekly NFL picks. I'm gonna try and speed through it again this week. Not for the same reason. Well, yeah, kind of for the same reason as last week, but just without all the I've already recorded and it didn't record and all that stuff, and having to go through every single game from last year. That was kind of annoying. But anyways, not mad anymore. I'm just upset that that video ended up being like 2.5 minutes. Anyway, it's 5:30. Game starts in like an hour. It's Mountain Time. That's what Utah is. Anyway, so last week my first below 500 week ever. Of course, last season was the only season I've done this. And this is the second season. But holy jeez, I really didn't do bad. And I broke the curse of the Thursday night game. Like, I got the Thursday night game wrong, yet I don't understand. Like, probably shouldn't have been biased and picked the Dolphins to win. I thought they could. They had a chance kind of at the end, but then we threw another interception. We had like 3 that game. It wasn't very good. Let's see. Jaguars. I knew they had a chance to win just because people say that they're tanking and they're really not. But I didn't think they'd actually do it. I didn't think there's a chance the Cardinals beat the Niners. I guess it makes sense now that I think about it, just with all the injuries they have. I still don't even remember picking the Bengals to beat the Chargers. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Yeah, that was kind of a sad way to lose. Raiders, Panthers. Yeah, that one was close, but no. Titans, Broncos, no. Rams, Cowboys, no. Lots and lots of close games that I lost. But anyway, I'm going to still beat my record from last season. Well, okay, so now to start to speed through this. Week 2. Bengals, Browns. I have a feeling the Bengals are going to win just because the Browns honestly aren't very good. Like, they have talent, but coaching is just apparently just non-existent. They can't play together. Baker Mayfield is not a good quarterback. I thought that the second they drafted him with the number 1 pick that they're dumb. And it's looked like that I was right. This year's number 1 overall pick, I do think was the right pick in Joe Burrow. This may be another Thursday night loss. I should go through last year and see which Thursday night games I missed. I probably had a below 500 record on that because I missed like the first 5 or 6. Like, that was pathetic. Anyway, so Bengals over the Browns. Falcons, Cowboys. The Cowboys, that was kind of an unfortunate way to lose. Dumb offensive pass interference call. But Mike McCarthy's kind of dumb. Anyways, I think you know just why. But Falcons, Cowboys. I think the Falcons, I wouldn't say they're overrated, but I don't know. They just aren't very good, I guess. Cowboys are better. Cowboys, oh man. I guess the Cowboys, I'd say, are underrated just because everyone thinks that they're so overrated. I mean, they're not going to do anything this year like they always do. They never do anything, but they're going to be in playoff contention. I still think the Eagles are going to win the division, but the Cowboys will be up there. It'll be close like last year. Lions, Packers. Packers really showed up last week. Showed people that they were not this like 8-8 team that got lucky and won 13 games and then went to the NFC Championship game. They're a great team. In my fantasy league, I have Aaron Rodgers. I didn't draft him. Someone drafted him a couple rounds before I was going to draft him. I was going to draft Drew Lock with my last pick, but if Rodgers was still there, I was going to draft him. But, he got drafted. Then, on Saturday, the guy who drafted him dropped him for Ben Roethlisberger, so I got Rodgers for Drew Lock. So now I'm debating whether to play him or Russell Wilson, and I'm probably going to trade one of them at some point this season because I have Carson Wentz too, who's also I still think an MVP candidate. He was really good the first, half the last game, and then sucked for the other half. They're playing, I think, the Rams this week. Not gonna spoil who I picked, but I'm assuming you guys can just guess, just knowing me. But anyway, Packers beat the Lions, I think, because they're just better. They're better. Lions aren't very good. They should have won last week. I wish they did, because it would have made me at least go 8-8. But DeAndre Swift, who I still think's the best running back in the class, running back, not receiver, dropped a pass. He should have caught it, but he dropped it. So anyway, Packers over Lions, Vikings, Colts. I really need to do a better job of hurrying up. I don't think the Vikings are very good. Colts, I don't think are very good either. Well, they're better. Both of them are overrated at this point, but the Colts are, I don't know, they should be more together this week. Having a new quarterback is never easy the first week, so I think that they get it done against the Vikings. The Vikings just, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Yeah. So Colts win. Bills, Dolphins. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last week and pick the Dolphins again. Bills are better than the Patriots too, so this was a pretty easy pick. The Bills are going to beat the Dolphins. As a Dolphins fan, that makes me sad to say, but we are not very good still. I was fairly optimistic coming into the season, but now, having last week's game been a thing, I'm not anymore. I want us to play Tua as soon as possible, just so we can see if he's good or not, because I don't think he's very good, but hope maybe he'll prove me wrong. I hope so. Otherwise, I want Trey Lance, just because, he goes to North Dakota State, and that's where Carson Wentz went, and I think they have a really amazing program there. It is Trey Lance that goes to North Dakota State. That is him, right? I'm not saying that and being wrong. I think it is. Whoever that guy is, but I'm pretty sure it's Trey Lance. Anyway, the Bills are going to beat the Dolphins. Niners, Jets. Niners, again, injuries. The Jets are probably the worst team in the league now. They're just so bad. Adam Gase, I still find it hilarious. He came to the Dolphins. I think we fired our other coach mid-season. He came in week 4 when we were 3-1. We ended up going to the playoffs and losing, but in the wild card round. But we made the playoffs. Everyone's gonna forget that was just 4 years ago. In 2016, we made the playoffs. Crazy. Anyway, Adam Gase has sucked ever since. He sucked through other seasons with us, the Dolphins. He's sucked with the Jets, even worse with the Jets. He's just bad. Niners, Kyle Shanahan. I'm gonna say he's the best coach in the league just because I hate Bill Belichick. Yeah. So, Niners over the Jets. That's pretty easy. Yeah. Rams, Eagles. Yeah, I told you can probably guess. I picked the Eagles. Rams are not very good, I don't think. They're pretty overrated. Eagles are very underrated. I don't think Carson Wentz is going to suck this week. If they can get healthy, everyone was hurt last week for the Eagles. So that they were just kind of screwed. Had a horrible matchup with the Redskins' pass rush being as good as it is. And their offensive line being as depleted as it is, with injuries. Rams have Aaron Donald. Scary. But, I don't know. I still think the Eagles are the better team. I think they're going to win. Carson Wentz is going to bounce back, and we'll be back talking about him for the MVP, because he played like one for 3 out of the 4 halves. Because he's going to play good for both halves this week. Broncos, Steelers. Picked the Broncos to win last week. Yeah, that was dumb, apparently, because they lost. This one was hard. I picked the Steelers because I think if, the Steelers are a great team. No, they're not a great team. They're a good team. Solid team. Broncos, were my sleeper pick for the Super Bowl, just depending on how well Drew Lock did. Drew Lock did not do well last week at all. Kind of glad I got Rodgers, who's top 3 quarterback over him in fantasy. Anyway, Steelers, I just think are better. Yeah. But yeah, Broncos were my sleeper pick for the Super Bowl. Not anymore. That's the Cardinals now. Kyler Murray, I still think will win MVP. I don't know if that ended up going into last week's episode. It originally was, but again, the whole thing with my voice not, recording, so that was kind of annoying. Anyway, Steelers over Broncos. Panthers, Buccaneers. Buccaneers, I thought they were probably going to start slow, just, having a completely different team, at least offense, and a really young defense, against a really amazing Saints team. Panthers aren't very good. They will beat the Panthers. I don't think anyone will disagree with that. Jags, Titans. Jags had a fun win last week. Beating up on the Colts, who, again, are overrated. Titans also are overrated just because everyone thinks that they're going to make the Super Bowl. Well, no, they don't. They think that's the Chiefs or the Ravens. But they think, so highly of them. Tannehill was good last year. He didn't have to do much. It all depends on Derrick Henry. It's been a passing league for a while. I think he's the reason it's going back slowly to a running league. I don't think it'll go back to a running league for a long time, if ever. But slowly getting back to, not so pass heavy. Anyway, but yeah, they were the 8-8 team that got lucky and made the playoffs last year is what they did. I think that they still have a good shot to make the playoffs. They are probably the best team in the division because Texans are overrated. Everyone's overrated all of a sudden. Maybe not overrated, the Texans, but just, I don't know. I think Titans are better. Titans beat the Jags because they aren't very good. Giants, Bears, I don't need to spend much time on these. Bears with a lucky win last week. Giants lost last week. Closer than I expected, but still lost. Bears are much better. Giants are horrible. Even though the Bears aren't very good. Trubisky's a horrible quarterback. Yeah, so the Bears beat the Giants, I think. Football team versus the Cardinals. Again, I think Kyler Murray is going to win the MVP. He is literally the exact copy of Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson from the last 2 years. Just with, he's a second-year quarterback with amazing scrambling ability, pretty good arm. Okay, well, Jackson does not have a pretty good arm. Murray is better than Jackson, not amazing. Mahomes is amazing. But yeah, I think Kyler Murray is going to win the MVP. He's so good. I think he's going to absolutely destroy this football team defense that is also is not very good. Also, the Cardinals' defense was really good last week against the Niners' injury-ridden offense. I mean, that was kind of a fluky win, but I still think the Cardinals, I'm willing to say I think they make the playoffs. I don't know what they do in the playoffs, but I don't know. If they were in any other division, I think they do. Maybe not this one. I don't know. With the extra wild card team, I think it's a real possibility, but I don't know. But anyway, I think win against the football team this week. Ravens, Texans. Texans are overrated. Ravens are the second best team in the league, but it's not as close as people would say, so I guess overrated, kind of. Just Lamar Jackson is overrated, that's what I'll say. Great quarterback. Not great quarterback, great running back. But they're better than the Texans. It'll be fun next week when they play the Chiefs, who are next. So, Ravens beat the Texans, but it'll be fun to see that game next week. That's going to be a really fun game. So, Ravens over Texans. Chiefs playing the Chargers. Chargers are not very good. yeah, Chiefs are really good, best team in the league. I don't think it'll be very close. Last two, Patriots, Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win. I don't know who if I want to play, Wilson or Rodgers, but because Patriots defense is one of the best in the league, even with all the opt-outs. I still think the Seahawks win because Cam Newton is not a good quarterback. They played the Dolphins last week. They aren't very good, so yeah, that's why he did so amazing last week. But yeah, so Seahawks beat the Patriots on Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football, you got Saints and Raiders. It's not going to be very close. Like Saints offense is top 3 in the league. I mean, at least definitely top 5 in the league, I'd say. Raiders defense easily bottom 5, probably bottom 3. It's not very good. That's the main reason I picked the Panthers to win last week. I almost did. I didn't. But Saints beat the Raiders. So these are my picks for this week. Hopefully the audio recorded this time and I can, upload this instead of another, 150-second video that I'm just dying in. So anyway, see you guys next week, and bye.